This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the California Golden Bears, taking on another team from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. And the Blue Devils will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Snags it over the middle. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Second down coming up. Give to the running back. Hard running there. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Man, oh man, the ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way. At least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Wants to adjust the pattern. Third down play from the gun. Looking left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Turning it on. The 20. 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cal.
Man, this is why you see tight ends featured in offenses now across college football. They're so pivotal because they're so big, so strong, can break tackles, and then can outrun people and get to the end zone. Big play by the big fella.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the points come in a lightning strike, a 70-yard touchdown pass. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Motion from the back. He'll start this drive firing. Looking to the big tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's King. And that tackle almost certainly saved the touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Blue Devils with a second and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script, almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a pass.
Breaks into the open. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Duke. That running back just had a caravan of blockers to take him into the end zone.
There's not very many times at home, Reese, where I'm going to say that everybody watching on their couch could have scored on that play. This is one of them.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher came on a terrific 24-yard run to the house. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll start this drive with a pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. The longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? This time he's got it. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
To the air on first down. They get to him as he throws. Working on the right. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the counter. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
When you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Morris. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
The Golden Bears are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Nice job by the defense. A lot of times offenses want time to mesh that RPO and read it. Nah, the defense got in there so fast, they didn't give him an option. Got the nice tackle for a loss, putting the offense in a worse situation.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Sends it back in motion. Second down, he'll throw it. Trying to barrel in. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. Looking for the score. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Oh, and he missed it. No good. After that failed field goal attempt, fellas, still tie ball game.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Let's go, right. Patriot, Patriot. Here we go.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. A strike downfield. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's King. Rams him with the stiff arm. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
How about the tight end using his size to his advantage? He's a massive target. Does a nice job securing the catch, and then you see his ability once he has the football in his hands.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Rides the back and leaves it. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 1st downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long.
White 53. White 53.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Fires to the wideout. Looking for the goal line.
Man, I love the catch radius on this guy. If you just put it somewhere near his body, he's going to be able to reel it in. That was a phenomenal job, showing you his athleticism and also his concentration, making that outstanding grab.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's James. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Here's the handoff.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. The problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it along the sideline. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Really nice poise by the quarterback on that throw. He's obviously backed up deep in his own end. He knows he can't take a sack, but all of his focus is downfield on coverage. He finds the matchup he wanted, and it's an explosive play for the offense through the air.
And the Golden Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Finds a man on the left. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play, because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
The Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Throws to the back. He's got it down the middle. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Finds the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Touchdown, Golden Bears! Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The ball back, ready to go on the attack. As productive as these two offenses have been early, you really can't afford an empty possession here. And he's to the 48-yard line. That would be good enough for a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Looking to throw on first down. On target to the left. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Yeah, and I tell you what, just trust your guy. You know, you got your guy running a corner route. It's man-to-man coverage. Throw it up top. Let him catch it on top of his head. Really nice job by the receiver going and getting that thing.
All the way down at the 33-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. Not much there on the run. He gets one to the 31.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last 2 drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. It's setting up 4th down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And here in the second quarter, we remain all knotted up.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Here comes the option. The pitch. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time. They're able to make a quick stop.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Gets the back moving. Back to pass on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's James. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
Nice job by the quarterback, pre-snap and post-snap. He knew the defense was going to be playing zone coverage, and there was no doubt in his mind where he was going with that football.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. There's the pressure. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. A shot toward the end zone.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Absolutely center cut. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll send the tight end in motion. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
This is so great to see, and it's such a big part of the evolution in college football today with spread offense, up-tempo, RPO game. QBs have got to be great with their ball mechanics. in the play-action game, and you saw a great example of that right there.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds the hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run at it.
Wants to fire on second down. Looking down the middle. With the catch, it's Anthony. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They go to the ground. You have to wonder, after missing a field goal on the last drive, how are they going to play this third down? From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And that'll tie things up as we head toward halftime.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Coming out with it, it's James. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Under fire. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their third possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. 3rd down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Brown. And it's on the ground. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. The Golden Bears will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Leaves it with the running back. Takes it past the marker. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And a nice crisp run. Great job. Maybe expecting pass, in second down, but really good job running the football, committing to it, getting the first down.
And the Blue Devils are on the move. On the run, it's Castle. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He's got it again. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The Blue Devils pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll leave it with him. Fighting off the defender. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll try the run. Breaks the tackle. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down.
This defense really is on their heels. They've been on the field now for a long time on this drive, and they're just getting pushed around at the point of attack up front like we saw in that last play.
And the Blue Devils kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Right back to the well. Thrust that arm out. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling, because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
Shakes off the defender.
They needed only 1 yard. Good job by the offensive line, getting just enough push to keep this drive alive.
The Blue Devils will line it up on 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Moore. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
The play action fake. Dumps it to the back. Snags it. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the 1st down marker is. I got to get a big gain. Got to get that 1st down. Nice job. Great nose for the 1st down.
Trying to pound their way in. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? They'll run it. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Duke. And that one will give him the lead. A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working, though. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Power football with the run. Fights off the defender. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Offenses, when they run these RPOs, they just want to be comfortable. The quarterback wants to make the read very easy, very clean. It's your job as a defense to kind of create some confusion, speed up that process any way you can.
And the Golden Bears with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go to the air on 2nd and short. Got a man. It's Morris. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
And this tight end is having a day. With that last catch, he's now got over 150 receiving yards.
This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. To the air on 1st down. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Unloads it left. This time it's complete. There he goes. Continues to fight for yards. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
This quarterback has just been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Great job with his decision-making. He's now got over 350 passing yards.
The Golden Bears trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. That's got it. And they will score. Touchdown, Cal.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point was made without incident, and we're tied up here in the 3rd. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Quick release by the QB. Turning it on all the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Trying to take it back. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And what a play by the defender. He's on an island all by himself in cover 1 man coverage. Just him and the wide out, and he ends up winning, coming up with a big INT.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Making side adjustments here. Wants to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Handoff from the gun. Creates a little room. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield.
Great job by the quarterback throwing against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball a wide receiver. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
And the Golden Bears in a good spot here with second and short. Catch in the middle. It's James. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
The Golden Bears are flying down the field. From the gun, running back gets to give. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
On to attempt the try. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. A very efficient five-play scoring drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. They'll start this drive going to the air. Lets it fly. Pulls it in down the sideline. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Give to the back. Breaks into the open.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Blue Devils can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Got it inside the tag. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Made the grab, and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
This is a running back who is versatile, and his catching ability really helps this offense out vertically down the field. And you saw it on that play on the wheel route. That wasn't just a screen or a swing. They got him faking going to the flat, turning up the sideline for a touchdown.
And he knocks it through for the tie here in the fourth quarter. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Headed back onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Throwing right. Got the tight end outside. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a first and goal.
You can tell this quarterback did his homework coming into this game. He has been dissecting this defense with his arm and his mind. Over 300 yards passing now.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the ride. Trying to run it in. Touchdown, Duke! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's James. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just...
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Got it in the middle, it's James. Just keeps moving. And the defense jumps on it, they get that turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Catch in the middle, it's King. Touchdown, Blue Devils! He got loose and it was lights out after that.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
And he added the extra point. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. He'll bring it out. It's James. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Back onto the field. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on out.
And the Golden Bears headed quickly to the line. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on 1st down. Release to the back. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Duke.
Really got to be impressed with the defense defense here late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job, not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it out. It's James. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Here's the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy in front.
And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
On the option. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.
That completion will take him inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And there's no mercy rule in college football. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter, and they're still staying aggressive. They're still throwing the football, going out and executing, working on their craft. They've got bigger fish coming up down the road, bigger games. So you got to keep sharpening the tools, and that's what you're seeing here in the fourth quarter.
On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. After getting nothing done on first down, second and goal from the 6. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. The quarterback takes a knee. scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with a W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, and now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop. And unfortunately for the losing team, they just were not able to get it done.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.